All right, so now we're going to dive into the Big Finish sales. I'm going to show you how you can get the best bang for your buck and give you sort of my personal recommendations when I can. Now, for the War Doctor, I've not listened to any of the War Doctor audios, but I have heard amazing things about this entire series. Obviously, John Hurt is an amazing actor, and Jacqueline Pierce is also in these audios as well, so I know the acting is going to be on point. You also apparently have Louise Jameson in the final fourth volume here. There are only 4 box sets in this series, and all 4 of them are on sale now. You get 3 stories with each box set, and The Innocent is the very first story on the first box set here, Doctor Who Only the Monstrous. Now, individually, these all add up to $57. Now, the bundle price for all 4 of these sets, which you can access by clicking on any of the sets and hitting the bundles button, is $56. So if you have none of the audios and you want to get all 4 of them, you save $1.50 by purchasing all 4 of them. But the savings aren't that huge, so if you want to pick and choose or maybe start with the first or second, you have some options here, and you're not spending that much more by getting them separately. But definitely get Doctor Who, the War Doctor, the Innocent. It's free. Why not download it and get a taste for what this series is like? Now we're on to the Easter 2020 Spectacular Sci-Fi Sale. You're going to see Doctor Who spin-off series and a couple of actual Doctor Who audios, but mostly you're going to see spin-offs here. You've got the Charlotte Pollard spin-off series. Now, she is a companion from the 8th Doctor main range audios and the 6th Doctor main range audios, and I'm not sure if you get spoilers by listening to her series. Please, if you have listened to this series, comment down below and let us know. There are some other audios, obviously, in this sale. I'm just going to talk about the Doctor Who ones right now. There is the Key to Time, a 5th Doctor trilogy that Big Finish did, apparently bringing back the Key to Time plot. And these are 3 main range audios, and they are $6 instead of the normal $13. There's also a related Companion Chronicles that's a part of this sale. I haven't listened to any of those, and I believe those 4 stories are where we meet Abby and Zara, who then go on to star in their own spin-off series called Graceless. Now, this series does contain adult material, so just a heads up there. There's also the Iris Wildtime series. Now, I'm not sure if this is a spinoff of Doctor Who, but I do know that Katie Manning plays Iris Wildtime. I haven't heard many reviews about it, so definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You can get all the Iris Wildtime audios here. I believe that's all of them. There's also Star Trek Prometheus. Shout out to any fellow Star Trek fans out there. Are you enjoying Star Trek Picard? All right, I'll get back onto Doctor Who. We have Doctor Who The Shadow Heart, another main range audio, a 7th Doctor one, which introduced us to the main character of Vienna, and this is a Doctor Who spin-off series that Big Finish has done. Once again, it does contain adult material. You'll recognize Chase Masterton if you are a Star Trek Deep Space Nine fan. I believe she played Lita. Then we have The Worlds of Big Finish. That's the last audio as part of this sale. It has a bunch of different spin-offs and audio series that Big Finish does, including Abby and Zara, Sherlock Holmes, Dorian Gray, Iris Wildtime, Vienna Salvatore, and Bernice Summerfield. So that's really cool. All right, so here I am on the Monthly Adventures 1 to 50 page. Obviously, there are so many audios to pick from. You might be wondering, where to start, which ones to listen to first. My advice is to start at the beginning, work your way through the audios in order. I think just developing that habit means that you'll never get spoilers for a story arc, and it'll get you in the habit of listening to things in order, because later on in the Monthly Adventures ranges, there are often trilogies, and I know that especially with the 8th Doctor audios in the main range, you're going to want to listen to those in order because they have probably the most of an overarching plot. There's a 7th Doctor story arc that comes up in the main range as well. So I just recommend listening to the audios in order. And I mean, if you could pick a particular Doctor, but even then I would still say listen to those audios in order. But that being said, if you want my recommendation, I remember loving The Fearmonger and listening to it a second time around. I'm really enjoying it. But also Phantasmagoria. I loved listening to that a second time through. That was really cool. Whispers of Terror does some really cool stuff with the audio format that you really couldn't do on television. That's worth checking out just for that alone. However, they did do something at a couple points where like a broadcast was playing and somebody else, like characters, were talking over the broadcast, and that made it really distracting. So I wasn't as much much of a fan of that. Sirens of Time, you get to see the 5th, 6th, and 7th Doctors meet, so that's kind of unmissable. I've heard great things about the Marian Conspiracy, the Genocide Machine. You get the Brigadier back and the Spectre of Lanyon Moore. I've heard great things about the Apocalypse Element. I've seen good ratings for the Holy Terror on the timescales.com. Storm Warning is the first 8th Doctor audio. Like, this is the first time the 8th Doctor comes back since the TV movie. I mean, all of these first couple of audios are the first time that, Peter Davison comes back to the role, Colin Baker comes back to the role, Sylvester McCoy comes back to the role. So those are all really like historical things that I think it's worth checking out at least once in your journey as a Whovian. But like, this is so major, and I definitely recommend listening to the 8th Doctor main range audio. Sword of Orion is a very dark Cyberman story. You get Invaders from Mars was a fun one. I remember enjoying that. The Chimes of Midnight is, along with Spare Parts over here, 2 of the most highly rated Big Finish stories of all time. Spare Parts is like a genesis of the Cybermen, and both of them were so good that they were released exclusively by Big Finish on vinyl, so not something to be missed. Jubilee was so good that the Series 1 episode Dalek was based off of it. So there are just so many good audios to choose from the 1 to 50. But as LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow would say, don't just take my word for it. Check out this website called thetimescales.com. And I've linked to their page on the monthly series. This is a community of reviewers who rate Doctor Who episodes out of 10 and give you a really good idea of how good the audios are. This monthly series page goes from newest to oldest, so you want to hit this button to see the 1 to 50 range. I'm not going to show you all the pages so you can explore it yourself, because I think it's a really cool website. But at the bottom of each page, underneath this giant ad, you will see a running tally of the top 10 stories as rated by the community, and you'll see 6 or 7 of the first 1 to 50 monthly range audios still holding their own in this top 2. Obviously, Spare Parts is here, 9.2 with over 250 reviews, and The Chimes of Midnight, almost 300 reviews, holding an average of 9.4. So that's got to say something about how good these 1 to 50 main range audios are. Now, if you want the best deal, if you want to access the bundles for each Doctor, whatever Doctor you want a bundle on, you'll click on an audio with that Doctor. So if I want the 5th Doctor, I'm going to click on Phantasmagoria and hit this bundles button. And this will give me the 5th Doctor or bundle 1 to 50, and I'll see that it is 21 for the following 15 audios. For the 6th Doctor bundle for 1 to 50, it is $19.50 for these following 14 audios. The 7th Doctor bundle is $15 for these 11 audios, and it is another $15 for these 11 8th Doctor audios. Now, when you go to the 8th Doctor bundles page, you will see 2 options. You'll see the Charlotte Pollard Monthly Adventures 1 to 50 download bundle, which is $15, and you'll see the 8th Doctor bundle for $13.50. You can kind of choose which one you want. If you're getting the 5th Doctor bundle and you're getting Zagreus already, then you could go for this 8th Doctor bundle for $13.50. But Living Legend, bear in mind, that is free anyway, so don't let that add any particular value to this bundle. The reason that the Charlotte Pollard Monthly Adventures bundle is $1.50 more is because you're getting Zagreus. But if you're already getting the 5th Doctor bundle and you're grabbing Zagreus there, then I would suggest going with the 8th Doctor bundle for $13.50. To buy these all separately at $1.49 each, you would be paying $74.50 total. However, if you were to get the 5th Doctor bundle for $21, the 6th Doctor bundle for $19.50, the 7th Doctor bundle for $15, and the 8th Doctor bundle for $13.50, you'd only be paying $69, which is $5.50 cheaper. Even if you were getting the more expensive 8th Doctor bundle for $15, you'd still be saving $4.